So first off, you're playing Naja, uh, and he's a really he's a really good god to 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 punish people who do not have any who don't have any CC cleanse like a beads or a CC immune ult. So you're fighting an Relix. Now, the moment you first see her, uh, Summer, uh, the moment you first see her somewhere on the map, you should check. You should press tab uh, and see where like she should go first. Because if she goes blink first, then she can can make herself a really easy target for you to kill and gank. But if she goes beads, then you have to play around it. And and right now, three people have CC immune ults, so they're not going to be the ideal targets that you would really want to go on. But right now, your best gank will be will be this Vulcan in mid because he's immobile. You can catch him quite easily and just ult as well. So you also do provide good setup for your team because when you ult someone, they're stuck in the air for a while, and it allows your team to follow up. And, and with this, your Janus can follow it up quite easily. So there's also another reason why this Vulcan is your best target to gank. And right now, this start is nice, but you but you forgot to buy potions. You should always buy at least two health pots and either one multi or two multi pots because yeah, having no potions is really bad. Though when you do buy potions, you always want to get a multi pot so you can fight in mid better because it's really good. All right, so why did he get beads? Hmm? Yeah, they do have quite a bit of CC. And going beads isn't and going beads isn't a bad option, but Blink is oh my gosh, but going Blink is a lot better for most assassins because because it gives your gank opportunities because it can make your ganks a lot easier uh, and it can allow you to close gap more. So I do like Vibrant Shard, uh, and it's not that bad of a shard, but for Naja specifically, he relies a lot on his CC to kill people. So a one shard I think is more ideal for him. So already, uh, this start this start is already bad because you're supposed to hit the red buff and your millionaire is supposed to hit the speed because it's a bit faster and more efficient. All right, nice. So, there's one thing that I've done before, and that's I've seen some people do, is uh, is they'll hit the buff and start hitting it as they're dragging it. You just want to hit it once and grip it. But yeah, all right, nice. You waited for the minis to die, so saving toss hits the big camps. All right, you never want to level your two here. Your three is your three is a lot better. So right here is where I saw you messed up on your start. You're supposed to go to this to this. Oh my gosh, you're supposed to go to this XP camp as soon as you can and clear it. Because right now you cannot hit level. Because right now you're gonna split this farm your Janus, and now he can't hit level 3 off this. Yeah, yeah. The Obelix went for a gank. That's cringe. So so when I see this Obelix go for a gank, uh, I'll keep an eye. I'll keep an eye on her, uh, and I'll see her health. She's still level 2. You're level 3. So right now you should. If I were you, I would sit behind this wall and wait for her to start walking by. Then when she does come by, I will press one. uh, uh, I'll press one for the slow. I'll press my two to start hitting her, and, and since you're level 3, you have three abilities versus the two. You play, you fight her, see what she has, and if she has her one, then you can play off it. But right now you're making yourself weak, and she could go anywhere now, but she didn't. That was a bad call by her. So right here, when you want to, oh my gosh, when you and your mid laner go to clear a mid camp, you immediately want to rotate to the right side and go for this purple naga, or maybe go for a gank and then go for for the, and go for this buff or this buff. Then you typically want to back after and go to your totem camp when it spawns. But this can still work out. I don't think they got the left mids. S- Yeah, she's still level 2, so you can play for clear here and try to contest these mids. Yeah, they're on left mids right now. Your Janus is playing very scared when he shouldn't be, and they're gonna get this for free. S Sucks. So I know, you should be paying attention to your map. You see, you see this Relix just showed here, so you can look for either a gank on this Shiva or look for an invade on this camp because these camp timers are mirrored. Yeah, she's still a mid. She's just wasting time and spending more farm. That's really inefficient by her. When you see the enemy jungler doing something like this, like staying in one spot for too long on one side of the map, you should always look for an invade opportunity on the camps. Now this is why now this is why jungle is the hardest role in the map because you need a really good macro to really be effective. You have to keep track of all the camp timers as much as you can and look for and look for as much opportunity. All right, let's see if we can get this guy. Nice. That was really good, but I think you had time to. Oh, you didn't. So for a second, for a second, I thought you had time to to throw ring toss at this, so it was start bouncing to him. So so you played this well, but you held your ring for a pretty long time. When you hit your ring on someone, it, it slows them, but you still killed him, which is nice. And this Relix came over here for some reason. So so right now, you there are two options that you can do. Right now, you remember the priority camps list that I showed you? I- Yeah, your speed buff first, then your teammates buffs, then your totems, then everything else, and these mid camps last. Now, the only time that I don't really follow it is when the first blue buff spawns. So yeah, so you do have two options right now. You can either uh, go to this blue buff, tell your mid laner to wait for you. You clear this, you come over here, you you group this with your Janus, and then you go to your speed, and then look for more. Now that's what I usually do uh, because I was taught to play very selfishly. Now now that's one thing you can do, but you don't have to because the Relix is right here. She can't invade this. The Vulcan's here, so this blue buff is perfectly safe. So so I know you should ignore these camps back right now and go to your to speed red. All right, let's see how it plays out. All right, nice. All right, perfect. I like this. Oh, that sucks that the last hit didn't hit them all. All right, I don't really mind the back here since you're kind of low, but you're but you're almost at your Jotun's power spike, and since I played so much jungle, I know that it's always gonna be 1650 gold. Because if you're back right now, you'll either have to sit here for this 50 gold, which is gonna take forever, or go to speed buff and keep going and just delay your power spike even more. Oh, nice words. Though, though at this point in the game, I don't really like to get wards until it's at least like 7 or 8 minutes in the game because you can kind of tell where the jungler will be because the exact route that I told you that you should do is is the one that your jungler will also make because they will always go to these camps on time and then rotate over to the speed and then come here and maybe look for a gank on either lane. And right now the Obelix is also doing exactly that. So right here, what did I just say? Oh my gosh, what did I say about uh, about the camp priorities? Your teammates buffs. Yeah, it's one thing, but these buffs have been up for more than a minute. Your dual lane is not doing it. So when this happens, you can always take this speed buff from them or this green buff. I usually do not touch the the purple buff unless they are ahead, like I said before. Now, if that happens, they might start they might start crying to you about not doing it, but you should just ignore them and play your own game as a jungler, because right now you are the most important, you're the most powerful and most important person on the map. Then when it's like super late game, then you and your carry both hold that title. But right now, in these games, you have to play extremely selfish and take as much farm as you can like that, except for the purple camp. I don't like you doing mids right here because, well, first off, the green is up, and also, y- y- and also because these mids are worth very, very little, and also you're delaying your power spike right now. Because watch, I'll show you. Uh, one big, one big harpy was 17 gold and 44 XP, which is actually not a lot at all. You usually want to leave the mid camps to mid and support. A nice ward. Let's see, do you get him? Nice. And he got his beats, that's huge. Alright, I see a Relix here. I could either fight it right now because his Vulcan is way too low, or or, or she plays it very safe. You can start pathing towards her totem camp. Yeah, she's going to right now. Alright, I do want to see what they're building. So she has beads, which will make ganking her a lot harder for you early game. So so right now you could look for a gank on her, but you would have to play her beads really, really well. But if she does beat your ults, she could ult you even if you're not in the air. She would ult you and get a huge power and attack speed sim and could beat you up. So I think you should go on it right now. All right, this dancer has Aegis. So when I see this, I know he's my first target. He's my main target. I want to gank this guy as much as he can because he won't have a because if you sash him, he won't have a way to beat your to beat your ult. Alright, this camp just got cleared because it changed color. So you know the Relix just did it. So you did see this Relix in left jungle. You should expect her to also meet this gank right here. Alright, nice. You're checking for her, and she's a mid. I don't think you can kill this guy. He's not. Oh wait, maybe. Alright, nice. Ooh, you rushed it. Nice. I, I, I was I was expecting him to ult. Yeah, you're sitting on so much gold again. Now, I still don't really mind you going for this because it's up and you want to get as much farm as you can, but you're also making yourself a lot weaker than you need to. B- But at this point, but at this point, it's still perfectly fine to do this. Nice. You have to back right now. Back, back, back. No, you gotta back, back. You're sitting at 2,000 gold. Your Jotun is worth so much. All right, finally. Nice. We didn't go for the glyph immediately. So I know you have multiple options that you can go. Now, when you're backing in a base and you're walking out, you have to think, what is the best path for me to go? Is it left side, right side, or just go straight for a gank? And that's how you should always think as a jungler. Where is the next best place for me to be at? So I know if you, so they're invading up here, and you saw, and you did see Relix was around this area. So if you do go up here, by the time that you make it to this fight, it'll already be over. So so if you go right side, you'll end up taking this farm away from your teammates, whether they succeed or fail, or you can go left side and do this camp and maybe look for gank up here or BDK. Now, now making the best decisions is what separates the best junglers from worst junglers. Though that's though that is a process that you have to though having good decision making is something you have to practice on your own, and it just comes with experience. Well, one other thing, everywhere that you go, you have to think, what can I gain from it? What can I gain from going to this part of the map as when you're a jungler? No, they're owning up there. So when this happens, I would. uh, So when this happens, these buffs will be up. Though I would not take this purple. I would just take the green again. And and do you take the green buff here? I want to see. Oh, you did not. So right here, if I were you, I would skip these mids and go straight to this green buff. Um, uh, Then I would come back to these mids and see if they're up or not. And why? uh, And what do you think? And what do you think that is? Hmm? What? Well, that and also because you're gonna put this on timer a lot sooner, and also this green buff is worth more. Now, there's the idea that if you do these mid camps, you'll get it, and then you can go to your green buff. Now that sounds good, but it's also wrong at the same time. Like like it's both right and wrong to do these mids and then go to your green camp because these mids are worth so little, and one single mid harpy is actually worth less gold and XP than a green buff mini. You know that? That's crazy. And when I first learned that, I was like, oh my God, why am I doing mids as a jungler? These things are so bad. Now, if mids were worth more, then yeah, then yeah, you should power them more often. They're just crying about it. Nice, good VGS by you. You could have dropped a ward on the center. Th That's also a good ward spot. So this one left side, yeah, just do this camp first, and then maybe look for a fight here. Yeah, there are three people here. You can fight to contest the blue buff. Yeah, just try and Sasha right now for something. All right, this is huge. I don't know why your team's not following up with you. Nice speed beats, because you didn't know if she would ult or not. So this ended up working good for you. But yeah, staying around any longer is not ideal. All right, nice. You have a sentry ward. Your dueling is owning. Nice yellow one. S- So when this happens, when I see this guy ignoring his red buff and going for mids, I am taking both of these. The idea they should have as a jungler is if they're not if they're not in the process of being on the red buff in time, like like they're just off in fucking La La Land, then you just take both of these always. Nice. Now this is a weird thing that I don't really like, but it happens to me sometimes. Like I will clear these buffs and then but this totem camp and my speed is also up. Eh, When this happens, you should always go for your speed buff. Oh, you're two levels ahead of your of Relix because of how good you're farming. So I know you're already farming better uh, than most master junglers. Oh, you could get your Hedge's power spike, but but you can also look for a gank. So uh, so in this last fight, I did not see this Relix beat, so so she most likely has it up. Yeah, this looks a bit tricky. They're just in tower. Oh, she dashes in. Yeah, she should be free. Oh, that was overkill. Oh, nice sentry. They're both in the tower and they're both low. They're not gonna step up to you unless they start feeding on purpose. Oh, nice. So like I said earlier, this guy has Aegis for some reason. You can go on him whenever you want before he hits level 12 and gets the speeds. Oh, now Oracles are up. She's a three. She has no threat on this. Nice. You see how valuable these oracles are? 40 gold and 86 XP. So it's 80 gold and 192 XP, which is a lot. So that's why I said earlier that that it is your speed buff, your teammates buffs, and then oracles. So when oracles are up, you should always try and get them off cooldown and make sure the enemy team does get it. Oh, you did show yourself on the portal. S- So you know that if you walk over this, you are revealed on the map, right? Yeah. This dancer probably has wards anyway, so he might know you're still here. Alright, great ward. The best wards on the map are always the ones that that you can have on someone's camp. Oh, this Wix is here. That's so old. You can't really kill them right now. So if I were you right now, this fight looks a bit scuffed before you arrive. I- If I were you right now, I would wait a bit behind this rock uh, uh, and wait for this dancer to show up, because the whole team is here. Your Genesis your Genesis is already quite low and they're full health. Think you I don't think you can really do much. See, this dancer is now ulting. Since he has Aegis, he can just go on it for free. But now he has an opportunity to do something here. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that happens. Something they can do as a Sansa until you have Hydras like fully unlocked. You, you look for you, you look for a sash on this guy, which is fine, but one thing I would do is press my two and then oh my gosh, I would press my two and then sash him so I can have all the buffs on it uh, while I start hitting this guy. Yeah, you have no mana. This looks kind of weird now. She has no mana. This Vulcan's focus on this guy. You could have boxed it for a bit. Press one on that. Yeah, that was a weird fight by your team. When when some weird fights like this happen that you're not sure what the outcome will be. Well, most of the time it will always be better to just go for your camp setup because because it is inefficient for when your buffs to be up and you go to a fight, you may get a kill or you may lose the fight and you're not really gaining much, and these buffs are still going to be up that you're not getting. So it's like golden XP that uni team that is not getting, which also does follow into the same. It does follow into the same idea that competitive players do in the games. They will take all the buffs first and then look for a Gold Fury or Fire Giant play. Yeah, this is yeah, but all this I feel is still not worth it. Like I don't know why this Obelix is still stepping up. Okay. So all this form is up, and you guys do get a good play off this. But imagine that it really gets backed off, and you guys still get this tower. That's not gonna be worth that much. Yeah, now you have no mana. You just have to back. Yeah, just back off. What what is that Danza building? Is that what I think I saw? Why against first? These builds are fine except for this Danza, so this Danza is the weak link. No, your buffs are up. Be any speeds on time. Alright, nice. I like the build so far. Now you can go blink. uh, uh, Now you can't go blink here, or you can just go beat Aegis, because Nasha is a god that well, Nasha is a jungler that can benefit from having a beats blink or beats Aegis. He because blink is still good, but Aegis is Aegis is also uh, really good for Nasha because the way he wants to play, he wants to sash and and ult someone, though that will usually put him though that will usually put him in the center of a team fight. So is so going Aegis is also a good idea. But you can go blink if you want as well. Mind clearing this. Go to speed buff. Nice. Just- Yeah, your team's up 2k gold. You're on his by himself. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Yeah, that's what I said in the first session about how if there's no vision on the map of, of the team, there's not really anything for us up to be played for, and you stepped up, and they will go to you, and that's exactly what happened to this honor. Now he's fighting a 1v2. Hmm? Alright. So your honor kind of griefed that. Oh, that was that was crazy. Especially for you. So this was kind of weird, and I know from hindsight that you know now. But when this happens, just press your one on the archers or the bastion. And if you do get beats, if this happens to you, since you're the one taking tower, just press speeds immediately. Just make sure that you don't die. Because imagine if you get busted. Because imagine if this was like a Kuzenbo and he didn't show you and then she hits you, yeah, you just die. Hmm. So now you kill this Vulcan. What can your team do now? Or, yep. And if they do come to contest Pyro, if these two do come to to contest Pyromancer, you are now you will now be in an ideal situation for Nasha because he excels in like 2v2 fights or like 2v3 fights or whatever. Uh, And especially when you have a pyromancer that can be confirmed hit for your one, because because if your team starts doing this and they both go in, you press one, you use ring toss on the pyromancer, then it'll start bouncing back and forth between them, which is a lot of damage and a lot of slow and a lot of movement speed for you. Which is why in Grandmaster lobbies, will a good Nasha player will always look for invades. They'll look for like 2v2 fights with the teammates because of the ring toss that that can bounce back and forth between the enemies, and that's where he excels at. And like I said earlier, you have a Janus who can also play off your CC really well. Nice heal. Sucks. So I know you're just walking around not really doing anything. Your way to power spike is up. There's not really much for you to play for because your team just dropped the Pyromancer opportunity that you had. So now you're just taking this farm away from this guy. Well, like I said earlier, you're pushed quite high up, looking for Bastion when you have no vision. Someone like the Obelix could rotate under, and you won't have any idea. So you should always be aware of your surroundings, especially as an immobile character. I go for oracles. Yonher is such a W keep player. Oh my god. One very, very micro tiny thing they can do is so so you press the one on these oracles, which is good. Then you start targeting this one. So by the time that I so by the time that I use my second auto, I will use my third auto on this one that's yeah, 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 yeah. And also for some reason oracles have a weird buff after like 3 seconds or so, like, they will channel a, a weird buff on themselves that will give them 40% mitigation. So you want to clear them before they can get that to make it just a bit faster. Oh my gosh. Because if you notice right here, this first hit did 288 damage to this. 288, and now this one does 129. See, now it takes 3 extra autos to kill. Good gold fairy call. Okay, I would just mute that on her. That voice pack is disgusting. Good gold fairy call. You guys have a pick. He's zoning when he's the ADC. Yeah, so when what I said earlier, this guy's level 16, this guy's level 12. You can split this. Yeah, yeah. Just take all the farm from over here now, because your honor is owning hard. Alright, get back right here. Just get power spike. So you're going a full damage build here, right? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Going Magi spacing on junglers, it's almost never a bad idea, especially when they have this much CC. Oh, you did rush that. That's unfortunate. Oh, you should help your team right now and not do beacon, because because right here, let's see, they're all low health. They don't really have any kill threat in you guys, because the Shiva and Dancer are up here. Your honor is on his way. When I see this Geb going in, I'll immediately assume he's gonna dive and start taking tower for me. So I'll start helping them out because for some reason they're still staying around when the dancers should be calling on her missing. Yeah, you never want to do beacon as a jungler because it's not your job to do it. It should be your support or your solo laner's job to be doing this. Now getting the beacon is nice because you get some gold and you get tower damage, but worth it's not worth missing out on this fight and helping a team. Unfortunately, they still own regardless. So when this happens, I would not look for a kill on this guy because he's only level 14. Yeah, your Rave is all the way down here. It's just gonna waste time just to add the Pyro or Fire Giant. Place your ward around here, place some wards. Place a ward so you can pick up the bomb yourself. Alright, nice. Your honor is screaming. What the hell? You're right here. Your honor is dead. Just farm all this and farm for your level 20. Nice, let's go. Your team's taking a weird fight mid. Oh, nice gank. You got both relics by dancer. Oh, that's unfortunate. Press U2 for the heals. Oh no! That's so sad. Alright, let's rewind here. So when this happens, Like, I see a Janus portal right here. Yeah, these guys are both low health. I would you press through here, you heal a lot. I would just go here and start chasing them because your three is about to come back up. You look for Sash, but she's out of reach. No, I would just ignore this turret entirely. Try and see if you can look for stuff here. So she comes for a gank and kills you, Janus. Sadly, th- there's not much that there's not much that you can do about that. Good one. Though they should always pop you two. You should pop you two off cooldown whenever you can. So uh, so that was scuffed. You did try and do it, and that was just so unfortunate. The team is owning them. Oh, he's one health. No. Well, that was good. Well, that was good. That was good information. That Vulcan just used both the relics. He should be one of your next targets in this next fight. All right, nice. You have Heartseeker now. Though I do see some people just buying the tier two Heartseeker, then they save up gold for the starter, then they will then they will finish their Heartseeker because the idea behind it is that at this point of the game they're not fully leveled just yet, so it's losing a little bit more value than it should, and also because of skills up power. But it's still fine, anyways. Your team should be grouped up right now. Your Cyrus has just been winning it down lane this whole time. Yeah, by yourself, this could be risky. They could go on your Cyrus here. Nice. Yeah, they're all here now. Nice. Oh, that sucks. You still get me anyways. That's huge. That's good FG call. I think your team has minions. You could. So your team has minions. Their dances and right. The Nox is the only person that can defend. So 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 your team could push for Phoenix and get it for free because you guys should still have a pyro bomb. Uh, Or you could go for Fire Giant right here. Now both plays are fine, but I think you but but I think you should just go for a Phoenix. Oh, you do not want to. You don't want to hit Fire Giant first, and there are two reasons. And yeah, you take a lot of damage and this thing. Do you know? It's. Do you know? Oh my gosh. Do you know? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, man. Do you know what this effect gives you? th- this debuff will reduce your damage done to the fire giant and will reduce your healing. So so you're you're one of the main demon damage. You oh my gosh, you are one of the main damage dealers. Yeah, because they have no power pretty much. Oh, you don't want to step on that. And as you think it's fire, your honor's still running it down. So yeah, now your team should should get the gold fairy. Yeah, the honor's just doing whatever. No, uh, you don't want to do this. Yeah, like I said, no. Usually, you could instruct your you could instruct your Geb to take this while the rest of your team does this gold, but your team's not grouped up at all. Your team does gold. Th- This is still risky because there's only three of you. Yeah, they could have stolen that or just fight you guys. Both eye options are both eye options are fine here. Though since you're going since you're going mage, yeah, that's not, that's good. So I know your team is huge. You guys have fire giant, uh, and there's nothing to do on the map. What's the best? What is the best thing for your team to do right now? Mm-hmm. So just instruct your team, group up, attack right lane, spam that shit. I don't really like the lifesteal option that much right now. Since you're gonna go into defense, it's also gonna be late game. They'll start hitting a lot harder. The green totem is a good option for you because you have max cooldown almost. You won't benefit that much from the penetration. The lifesteal option is still pretty good. Like your team pick Danza. No, 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 no. You're leaving these minions behind. So your job as a jungler when this happens is to clear the minions to make sure that your wave comes to the Phoenix as soon as possible. Since since you always have your speed buff, you'll have move speed items. You are the fastest person on your team almost all the time. So yeah, because now your minions are delayed by like 5 seconds, which could decide the difference between a Phoenix or not. Oh, you're tanking. I don't like this. Get out, get out, get out. Nice. So the whole team, so the whole team is dead, and assume you guys win here. Yeah. Well, that's the reason why the middle Phoenix is the worst Phoenix to siege, and do you know why? So so imagine if all these guys are alive and you guys have three Phoenixes to siege, but your team picks the middle one. This middle Phoenix is the worst because it is the shortest corridor. You see how little room your team has to move, whereas yeah, if this team was alive and let's say this Vulcan is a Merlin, any team wants to siege this and they all right here, the Merlin will hit all of you guys. Yeah, yeah. So your team always wants to get one of the side lanes. All right, you guys just win here. Yeah, there's like no way they can come back from this. No, don't retreat. Fight this. Nice. Any team wins. You played that really well, man. Nice. Now, do you have any questions? All right. Let's see. Are there some things that I missed? Hmm. All right. I'm sure there was something here that I missed. Hmm? Yeah. uh, Yeah, like what I said earlier, when you see someone, when you see the enemy jungler, you want to press tab and see what they have. All right. I think this relates when I as well. This could have been really bad. Like I said earlier, she, 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 she could have jumped and just owned you. Though, though, if this Civilix, though, if the Civilix were to jump on you, but you do this, you could hold your one and then press one on the heartbeat. So if she were to jump on you, like I said before. Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, this other game was quite weird. Oh, you formed really well. y- You played the fights quite well. But yeah, as a jungler, you have to. There were a few times that you missed like a good invade opportunities, and you have to keep in mind that that for like the first 8 minutes of the game or so, your camp timers should almost exactly mirror their camp timers. So the if you see the enemy jungler, if you see the if you see the enemy jungler in right lane doing nothing, but just wasting time, but your red and speed are coming up and you in left jungle, you can call your mid laner for and invade on their buffs up here while they're here. Because if you can take their stuff, that's really good. Like earlier, it was like around here, I think. Wait, when was it? When was it? I think it was around here. Yeah, right here you have no vision of the Sweelix. She pops up right here. Y- When this happens, you have to pressure her out so you can look for and invade on this, for example. You guys don't you guys don't have to be scared of her. You should have to fight a 1v2 extremely perfectly and you both would have to play it super bad for her to ever do anything. Yeah, try to play these mid camps less. See, but there's also there's also one other small thing that there's also one other thing that started applying to my own gameplay since I saw a few junglers doing it as well. But that is uh, that is when it's early game, I keep a check on their level. Did I say this to you earlier? Yeah. So I know she's level 4. Your buff timers are both up. The moment you see her hit level 5, you know she's also doing it at the same time as well. And depending on some games, yeah, she just did it right here, so you know she's either here or on this one. Though depending on some games, you can kind of tell that they're here, but if they're still level 4 and then you're off doing this camp, they're most likely doing theirs, and then when they hit level 5, you know they just clear this, so you know they could be on the side. And and you can also you can also use oh my gosh, you can also use that strategy when you're playing in other lanes, so you can have a better idea on where the jungler is. All right, I think that's pretty much it. I'll make some notes for you.